Hey there guys, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Bottom Line. Finally, we have a name for the show. And today, we actually have someone very a special guest, in my opinion. He is from Rendmo. Now, they're a company that specializes in making personalized ads. I'm not going to explain it in full because I have a feeling I'm going to butcher it a bit. So I'm going to hand it over to Neil.
Hi, thanks so much. Great to be here. Just touch on Rendmo for a second. Rendmo is a personalized video production facility. We're a software as a service company, and what we are able to do is take a simple spreadsheet of data and inject that into videos. So we're able to render up to 1 million videos per day, and each video goes to only one person. And it has your details in it, and it's only intended for that person. And so, if it's for a welcome back to a gym or like to get to know you in a gaming organization, that's
because I saw you guys on your LinkedIn. You made one for VW, and then there was one more. AA as well. So I'm just curious, how do you guys use AI elements? Because I'm pretty sure you guys use also normal video editing elements, but the idea behind getting them to say the name correctly?
Yeah, so that's a really great question. AI is on our future, it's on our cards. But at this stage, we're not using AI for generating the videos.
Yeah.
So you'll get a lot of buzz phrases, AI's there to take your job. But in actual fact, we're not using AI right now for our production of the videos. We're actually recording all those names individually. So say, for instance, the video says, hi, Emil, we actually record that. And if there are 5 different ways of spelling Emil, then we record all 5 different ways of saying that. We can record 600 first names an hour, and then we have a software process for auditing those and actually making them into individual audio files.
So you said you're not using AI and everything, right? So instead you're physically recording the name. So does a company, like, let's say I have my own company and I get my whole client list. So do you physically record all their names?
You know, it's a really good question as well. The way that we structure it is you'll find that there are several names that are common. So for instance, SIPO is going to be common, and it's going to be high up on a list if an insurance company comes to us. And of course, there might be 500 SIPOs in the data sheet. So we're only going to record SIPO once. And so the way that we do it is we rank the names in order of popularity.
Yeah.
So that, and it's unfortunate, but names like John, Michael,
are very, very common.
They are very, very popular, and they do come up really often. But we record on a typical job 1,500 first names, and that can cover a huge percentage of the database. Where we find things different from South Africa, from Europe, for instance, the UK. If we record 600 first names in the UK for an AA campaign that you mentioned, they almost like top 80% of the data sheet which the company's provided. But just to put things into perspective, a small number of videos that we're going to send out on a monthly basis is around 10,000 videos per customer per month. The biggest daily render that I've done, and when we talk about renders, we're talking about making videos.
Yeah.
The biggest daily render I've done is about 480,000 videos, which were rendered in 24 hours. And then sent the following day.
Wait, how long was each video?
So that's
that's crazy to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so crazy to hear, like 48 hours, you do that much rendering.
24 hours they were ready.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then do you have is like a mailing bot you had to send out to individuals, or do you have like an individual team doing it?
Okay, so we do the video creation and we do the video rendering, and then we work with EDM systems, electronic mail distribution systems, which of course can send via email, SMS, WhatsApp. In fact, we are channel agnostic. So whatever we create a video link, and that link can be distributed to your clients in any way possible.
Okay. So with the whole idea of your guys' like individual made videos, there's a lot of technology behind that. But in today's society, youth are very uninformed about technology, and also it's not that well taught in schools. I mean, except for now, like when I was in high school, people might just like, I know grades now are doing coding and actually reporting and stuff. I never got to do that. But with your guys' business idea, how well does it actually benefit the youth and like educating them about tech and about these things?
So the interesting thing here is it plays perfectly into the youthful mind because this technology is new and exciting, and when you get your first personalized video for real, it really is exciting. It's something you just want to share with your friends, and of course, at a younger age group, it would be great to get something which is not about an insurance policy, but more about your favorite games that you're playing.
So, for example, like IGN, they're a gaming publisher and stuff. Well, not gaming, they do like game articles and stuff. So, if they said, "Hey, Emil, here's a new article," it means something like that. Or,
yeah. Oh. So we want to celebrate your last year with Call of Duty. This is what you managed to achieve.
I can see someone get excited for that.
You went on these many missions, and you had this many successes, but you also had this many fails. And because Call of Duty holds all that detail on your gaming life, of course they can send you a year in review, and it'll be super exciting to get.
That's true. I mean, they have, I think, a really like a wide game data, but I think they have like over 1 million plus people, well, more than 1 million plus people on like playing.
Yeah,
that's very interesting. And I guess the last thing I have is the way South Africa is going now, going towards election year this year. The youth is more involved than ever that we've ever seen. I mean, last year, I forgot what the record was, but it was most youth recorded going and actually registering for voting. Yeah. So that might, how do you think technology will affect the youth in like 2 years now, or even today?
Yeah. Well, I'm just hoping that our politicians drive technology harder because there seems to be a big gap between some of the more privileged schools and some of the lesser privileged schools in technology and the use of technology. And I've had the good fortune in my video production experience to do tours into deep rural and see what those schools are like and see how difficult it is to have technology because you're so far from electricity. And the challenges they face. I've been part of drives to create or to gift schools with technology, campaigns like Ready to Read, etc., and have experienced that firsthand. If our government was more focused on technology resources being available to youngsters, I think it would play a huge part in crossing this divide that we've got at the moment. Having said all that, we're seeing more and more youngsters with a smartphone, which is a A-grade computer. I mean, you know, when I grew up, there were no computers. They still had to be invented.
I mean, your guys' computers back then was like the whole dial-up tone. You can only connect to like one website for like a short bit, and then
I was there before then.
It was before. Oh wow.
Before dial-up, you know, clay pigeon. Sorry, pigeon. You know. And so it's been amazing being part of that journey and seeing things change over the years. But what youngsters are holding in their hands now, a mobile phone.
I mean, it's powerful.
It's a hugely powerful device. Don't just listen to music. Find out what you can do with this. You can program on these.
No, you can,
Yeah.
I mean, especially with the Android phones because it's much easier to do it. Like, I know a video a while back, some guy, he was able to connect his mouse to it and then use a cursor on the thing, but I mean, that is an amazing thing. And before we end off, let's say there's a kid or someone, a teenager or someone in the youth category watching this interview. What advice would you have for them? Like if they want to go into your field or in a field somewhere like in your area?
So my field is specifically in video production, and part of that video production is also making personalized videos. I see lots of youngsters with phones and just taking random pictures with the phone. But consider your phone is a camera. It's a video camera.
I mean, the quality is not that bad. I mean, you can record in 4K now.
Yeah, the quality is outstanding. Even if you don't record in 4K, if you record in HD and you do a great job, have a passion for making movies. Tell stories with your camera. When you watch other people's productions, don't just don't just follow the storyline. Look at it, understand the storyline, see what you can do to actually use that device to create a video message. I see lots of influencers. I'm a TikTok producer myself, and I follow TikTok a lot. And I actually just love what one can do on TikTok, and I love the whole concept. And I know it's not always just 1 minute, but I love the concept of keeping things down to 1 minute. So my challenge is always to produce something in under 140 words. If you stick to those kind of rules and you find that challenge, it makes you feel more concise about how you see things and what you do.
Well, Neil, thank you so much for coming on. As also a video producer myself and video editor, it's also really opened me up to the whole, I'm actually going to try and challenge myself to make a video with only 140 words without using any like ChatGPT or anything. Going to be creative, because I know there's a trend where, well, it's becoming a bad habit of people. I've almost fallen into using ChatGPT to create your script and stuff. So 140 word challenge, I'm going to try and do it myself. And thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for sharing your words and actually making people more aware of what you guys do and how insane personalized messages is, but also like how difficult it is to actually make it.
Thanks. Please check us out on Rendmo.com.
Thank you so much.